Thad Brown joined by Dan Fates here at New Era Field. Bills pull off the win 13-12 and really can't overstate how big a win this was. They're only 2-3. But had the Bills lost and fallen to 1-4, only 12 teams in the last 40 years have started 1-4 and made the playoffs. So Dan, obviously a monster win. It keeps the hope surviving for 2018. What was the reaction from the Bills about how big a win this was?
In the locker room, there was just a sense of relief. You know, I talked to Kelvin Benjamin, even food tastes better, this week's going to be better. Deion Dawkins even just kind of said the momentum is kind of starting to pick up. Lorenzo Alexander said they needed this win to just kind of get them back on track. Now the next step is to start stacking the wins one on top of another, not just getting complacent, because he said after Minnesota, they didn't know how to handle the success. Here was a good game from start to finish. Now they need to build off it.
At some point this year, we need to get past the whole idea of the Bills win. Whoa, that's
surprise.
A thing, you know?
Absolutely.
Look at that, a surprise. I think the Bills have a repeatable formula to do it. And one of the things that they did well today, not great, was run the ball. 144 yards total. You know, it really seemed like Ivory and LaShawn McCoy dominated more, but a $144 on the ground. And Dan, you said the guys in the locker room were actually more impressed with Ivory than LaShawn McCoy.
Absolutely. They all asked Kyle Williams. We asked Kyle Williams what it was like to see Chris Ivory run the ball and run physical and to take defenders on. And Williams said, well, I don't need to watch it. I've done it. I've done it when he was with the Jets. And it's physical and it's taxing. And I think that gave them a boost. And it kept the defense fresh. They came up with some big stops down the stretch because the offense controlled the ball and they controlled the play. And they weren't just going 3 and out every time. That running game, and Josh Allen wasn't asked to do too much. Play action worked well out of it. That was big, and I think Ivory gave a big boost to that team.
And it shortened the game, too. I think the less you put the Bills, less possessions you put into this game, I think the better off it's going to be for the Bills. And you're right, this game was over at 3:49. For us in the biz here, we love that.
Big fan.
But again, for the Bills as a team, I think that'll probably be, you know, the ideal scenario, especially when Josh Allen's the quarterback. He was better today. You know, only 1 sack, which is a huge improvement. Made a couple plays in third down. Only passed for 82 yards. The interception probably wasn't his fault very much. Andre Holmes needs to make a little better play on that ball. But for the Bills, I think the thing you take out of this with Allen is that you can win this way with him playing this way.
Especially with him being so young. I joked around, and I know nobody wants to talk about it, but don't turn the ball over. Be a little bit Tyrod Taylor-esque. Just control the play. Move the ball when you need to. They did a great job on first down. They ran it what seemed like 90% of the time on first down and got into second and manageable, 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5, where Josh wasn't asked to face blitzes. He kept everything in check, and he did just enough. And to come down that last stretch and have 2 completions for 20 yards in the final drive just gave a boost of while he's learning this offense. We know he's a project. He's not ready right now to take that next step to winning games. He did just enough right now with the running game and the defense.
Give Brian Daboll credit again, another quality game plan. Early in the game, you saw him moving Allen out to the outside, getting him on the run, quick throws to the outside. The thing that Allen struggles with right now is something like 3rd and 8, when you just drop him straight back in the pocket and make him read the field. I will say this, Dan. Today I saw Allen getting from one side of the field to the other a couple different times in reads, and that was encouraging. Not always good, but at least he was taking that step forward. Exactly. All right, we're all set from here. Bills 2-3. Next up, a trip to Houston. We'll see if they can finally stack some wins. For Dan, I'm Thad. Check out something else here at RochesterFirst.com.